respected MD Colonel P.K. Sinha, Executive Director Sunil Kumar, HOD Ramesh Chandra Sahu, and Basumitra Ghosh, my dear heroes and sheroes of this great institution. I am privileged to be here, to be the guest of honor in this convocation forum. I remember those days when I was also a young student. Bliss was it to be alive in those days, but to be young was very heaven. That poetic ecstasy, echoed by Wordsworth, comes in my mind. I congratulate the winners of the gold medal and the silver medal in education in the campuses. There are no winners and losers. There are only winners and winnables. Those who won the awards, kudos to them. In the Bible, it is said, many are called, few are chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. That seems to be the best definition of awards. I congratulate the recipients of the award, and certainly I wish the very best to all others who are potential award winners in the game of life. I thank you very much. I have heard something which really touched my mind as a student. I wept because I had no shoes till I found a man who had no feet. I wept because I had no shoes till I found a man who had no feet. Now, in the poem which I have scribbled this morning, I asked my private secretary, who is also a very good writer, I told him, Mr. Tuhin, today I am going to the Footwear Design and Development Institute. In fact, at that time I didn't know that it's not footwear design alone here. You have the whole of fashion technology here, I understand. Yes, fashion design is there. Accessories design is there. So it's a comprehensive institute, integrated institute. I compliment you for that. But at that time when I set out, I thought it's only the Footwear Design Institute. So I asked him, which is more important, head or foot? And he answered me, he's always like that. I asked him, which is more important, head or foot? He told me, heart is more important. But I told him, no, the foot is equally important. Foot is much more important because the foot that keeps you going. I remember an incident. You know, we had a holy man who comes from Himalayas. He is known as a faith healer. He touches and he heals. He comes and embraces someone who had cancer. His cancer is gone. Then he touched somebody who had brain hemorrhage. He is also cured. Then he came and touched a soldier, a former soldier, who had a bullet near his heart. Since the heart is there, he cannot be operated upon. He has pain. This holy man touches him. He is also cured. Then the holy man sees a man on crutches sitting at the back. The holy man went there so that he can touch and heal him. You know, the cripple ran away and he said, please don't touch me. It is my disability pension which is my only income. Please don't deprive me of that. So the foot is important. Certainly the foot is important. And that is why in the English language, we have so many expressions, so many phrases, which are underscore the importance of foot. We have footnote, not hand note. We have footprint. In fact, we all welcome footprints. How many footprints are there in the Taj? How many footprints are there in the renewed Red Fort? We speak about, we welcome footprints, but we don't want fingerprints. Fingerprints is normally associated with crime. So we always say footnote, footprint, footage. Nobody speaks of handage. Footage, and of course, foothold. We want to have foothold. We want to have, we always say in the nursery school, 1 foot up and 1 foot down. That's the way to London town. So foot is very important. We cannot live without it. That is why I thought this institute is very, very important because it takes care of the foot. Now I am glad. It's not only the foot. The entire area of fashion design comes with you. That's a great thing. And also accessories design. That was knowledge for me. We live and learn. As far as general knowledge is concerned, there is a unwritten law in the IAS. I belong to the IAS. Once you pass the IAS examination, you should stop having general knowledge. But here, they have forced me to break the rule. I had increased my general knowledge, knowing full well that this institute caters to the requirements of fashion design and accessories design as well. They say we live and learn. I thank you very much for the piece of new knowledge which I have. Yes, everything is important. As I said, the foot is important. In world history, in the recent history, one footwear changed the course of the history. When Martin Luther was campaigning against the kind of discrimination that is there between the blacks and the whites in the US society, in Memphis, when he was addressing a huge rally, one white man threw a shoe at him. This could have sparked off an ethnic warfare there. A civil conflict would have come there. You know what Martin Luther said? He said, a good gentleman has gifted me with a footwear. If you can please throw the other footwear also, I can use it. Everybody laughed and the conflagration came peaceful. So the foot is not just foot. When we say, oh my foot, that also shows the importance of foot. That is what I see here. In fact, we have many magic foot stories. Yes, in the world of fairy tales, we see people walking through the air, through the sky, through the outer sky, in the underworld, all through a footwear. And footwear is important. And now, may I bring to your kind attention that a great war in history would have been averted, and a great catastrophe in history would have been averted if there were a good designer for footwear. Achilles' heel. Achilles was invincible. Nobody could defeat him. His only vulnerable part was his foot. If there were anybody from this institute to design a footwear for him, the Greek-Trojan war would not have taken place. And then we have Lord Krishna, who wields a Sudarshana, which can destroy everything. How did he die? Because a hunter could throw an arrow on his foot. So foot and footwear design are all important in many respects, in history, in mythology. Yes, we are in Atmanirbhar Bharat. Our beloved Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, is taking the nation to Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat will become Atmanirbhar only if we achieve self-sufficiency in every field. I was delighted to read the report that was given to me. This institution has become an institution of repute, not only in India. I understand that you've got 7 branches or institutions under it. In Asia, the world over, this institute has been hailed. You have been engaged as consultants by the global community. This is something which adds greatness to this nation. We speak about make in India and make for the world. You are creating that. You are not only creating articles for the world, you are sending out brains to the world. These youngsters who receive the gold medal, silver medals and the degrees, they are going to be leaders of the world in their profession. I wish them the best. They will see to it that Janda Unja Rage Gamara. Kudos to all the students who receive graduation from here. And of course, the teachers. It is said, if the student has not learned, the teacher has not taught. If the student has not learned, the teacher has not taught, which is very true. The converse is also true. If the student has learned, the teacher has taught. Kudos to the teachers of this great institution, who are great teachers, good teachers, who will bring credit to all of us. Now, the importance of fashion design, accessory design. 2 instances I take from you. In Greek mythology, Icarus, son of Daedalus, he decides to fly up to the sun. They design a wing. They have no wings. They design a wing. The best designers of Greece at that time designed a wing with wax and wings for them. They fly up to the moon. Wings get burned, and he falls on the Cretan island. That is Greek history, the Greek mythology. Coming to Indian mythology, Sambadi and Jadayu, they also decide to fly up to the sun, not the moon, up to the sun. Wings get burned, and Sambadi falls on the island. Two mythologies set apart by climes and continents across the centuries. But the idea is the same. If you want to achieve a goal, you should design the accessories properly. At that time, both Icarus and Sambadi, they did not have proper designers for their accessories. Therefore, the importance of fashion designing, the importance of accessory designing is equally important then and now in history, mythology, and contemporary society. That is the training which you are getting here. I would also only advise the youngsters who are going out of the walls of this institution. Now we are in the world, you are on your own. What you have to do is, as Einstein said, education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classrooms. Better forget what you learn in the classrooms, is it? Education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classroom. It means you learn from life. You know, Einstein was a school dropout. His teacher said he is not good at mathematics. Not only that, her parents were informed, his mother was informed, no point in sending Einstein to a school. He cannot learn mathematics. His brain is not developed for that. The mother did not accept the defeat. Yes, if the school does not want him, I will teach him. The mother taught him. Now he is known for higher mathematics. Yes, theory of relativity is his. So there is nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classrooms. To make the serious situation lighter, I remember I had a classmate, Ramchandra. Ramcha was a very bright student, but he did not get a job. He applied for many jobs, he did not get it. Then somebody told him, he came to Chennai for a job, Mumbai for a job. Then somebody told him, you come to Kolkata, you may get a job there. Here also, he didn't get a job. Then he found the Gemini Circus was having its performance here. He approached the manager of Gemini Circus. And Gemini Circus manager took pity on him and gave him some small job in the circus. In the circus, there is a scene. Thousands of people come to the auditorium or theater to watch that blood-curdling scene. The cage of a lion is brought to the center stage. Then the cage of the chimpanzee is also brought nearby. Slowly, with background music, heightening the sensation, slowly, the lion's cage will be opened. Slowly, the chimpanzee's cage will be opened. The chimpanzee will be pushed into the lion's cage. The lion, with a deafening roar, comes to catch the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee turns somersaults to save itself from the clutches of the lion. To see this, thousands and thousands of people come to the theater, purchasing tickets. One day, the chimpanzee was dead. It is time for the circus to begin. How will they manage this? The circus company manager suddenly remembered Ramchandra, who has come here as a new apprentice. They told him, today, for today's sake, only for this show, will you please come play the role of the chimpanzee? He said, my God, is it for this? To sacrifice myself in the jaws, in the claws of the lion that I have come here? He said, no, I cannot do that. But somehow we are persuaded to put on the dress of the chimpanzee. The lion's cage is there. The chimpanzee's cage is here. Lion's cage was slowly lifted. Chimpanzee's cage is slowly lifted. And poor Ramcha, the chimpanzee, was pushed into the lion's cage. Thoroughly heartbroken. Ramchat told, please don't kill me, I am a graduate. And the lion said, don't worry, I am a postgraduate. Education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classrooms. Now you are going out here, not as students, but as warriors, footwear warriors, fashion warriors, accessory warriors. This is a battle of the right against might. The survival of the fittest will be there. I wish you the very best. I am sure that the teachers would have equipped you with the sagacity and the vision to see that you chart out your own path and go ahead. Arise, awake, as Vivekananda said, arise, awake, and stop not till you reach your goal. I wish you the very best. I do not want to take more time here because I remember as a chancellor of the universities here, I had to address many, many convocations. Naturally, when you are the chancellor, people listen to you. After a long speech, I exhorted them, we need industrial reform, we need agricultural reform, we need social reform, we need cultural reform. Some student told me from the audience, but you need some chloroform. Before he said that, thank you very much. I wish you the very best in your life. Thank you.